right, so Jermell Charlo goes off on Terrence Crawford, basically calling Terrence Crawford a bum, saying that he's clout chasing, saying that he's pissing the boxing world off, and he misses opportunity to make history. He failed the boxing world and his family. I mean, he was really digging with that one. And he also compared Terrence Bud Crawford to Boo Boo Andrade. And what I think about this is, well, first of all, if this is how he feels about Terrence Crawford, then how could he ever justify taking up for his brother and what the lack of what he has done in boxing? Because if this is how you talking about Terrence Bud Crawford, then what does Jermell really think about his brother? Then what does that really say about Jermell then? But of course, that won't be addressed. Now, the truth of the matter is, both these guys, I love both these guys. Like, these is both my guys right here. And truthfully, a lot of people are hollering Terrence Bud Crawford, Errol Spence. I've been told people that that's a fight that I want to see, but that's not the fight that I'm really interested in. The fight that I really want to see is Charlo versus Crawford. To me, that's how people look at Terrence Bud Crawford versus Errol Spence. That's how I look at Crawford fighting Charlo, because I think that's where the real challenge is. I think that's where it's really impressive. I think a win over him is really impressive to me, you know, but that's the fight that I really want to see. Now, this is the thing about what Jermell is saying. Now, Jermell also said, don't call my name unless you really want to fight. And this is the thing. I call cap on that, because this is the thing about Crawford. A lot of people say he ain't done nothing. You know, he's this, he that. I mean, we all know that this is casual talking, but let's face it, casual runs boxing. All right. When he goes to try to pursue somebody in which you guys favor as being somebody, then all of a sudden you guys are not interested, or shooting him down, or shooing him away from that person. You say he ain't fought nobody, so he went after Spence. Y'all wanted him to go fight Boots and Sean Porter. You know? Now, you say he ain't fought nobody. He was like, all right, since y'all crying about Spence, then give me Charlo. Now, both of these guys is top guys to y'all and to the rest of the boxing world. So how come when he's pursuing the guys in which you guys should give him credit for, you want to shoot a man away? Now, this is the thing about what Jermell said. He said, don't call my name unless you're really ready to fight. Terrence Bud Crawford has already made it clear that he wants to fight Jermell Charlo. And what did Jermell Charlo say? Man, you better go do something. You better go do this. You better go handle Errol Spence. You're going to have to do something at this weight class before you get a shot at the champ. This is exactly what Jermell said. So in one instance, you say, don't say my name unless you really want to fight. And then when he made it known that he really wanted to fight you, you sent him elsewhere and told him he need to go do this. He don't deserve a shot, and he need to go see Errol Spence because he is stud. Remember? So don't say one thing if it's really going to be that once he do the very thing that you said that he needs to do to show you that he has interest in the fight. That's all that I'm saying. That's even Steven. That's keeping it fair. That's a fair assessment right there. It ain't nothing wrong with that. If you really serious about if he calls your name unless he want to fight, he's already called your name. He already said that he want to fight. Now it's time for you to oblige properly. Not go ahead and push him back down on Errol Spence, because if that's what you mean and that's what you say, then stand by it. I'm just saying that's not the case. So don't say that, man, don't call my name unless you really want to fight, because evidently that's not true. Because you've already said that you don't want to fight him, he don't deserve it, and he need to go chase Errol. He's a stud. Quoted. That's what he said. So, anyways, that's the fight that I would really like to see. And at the end of the day, this is all you really need to think about at the end of the day, all right? As far as Terrence Bud Crawford clout chasing, I don't even know how that's possible when he's more decorated, more accomplished, and more revered in the boxing world than both Jermell and Errol Spence. It's a fact. And this is what's going to let you know what's really what right here. Regardless of people want to say about who he's fought or who he hasn't fought, there's one thing that reveals to you what's really going on. If Terrence Bud Crawford is a dud, if Terrence Bud Crawford ain't this, he ain't that, he ain't fought nobody, there's one thing that Terrence Bud Crawford said that cleans everything up, and it's simply this. Crawford said, I don't see nobody jumping to fight me. And that is what reveals everything. If Terrence Crawford ain't nothing special, this man is elevated to the top of the sport as the #1 pound for pound fighter. Why is there nobody jumping up asking to fight Bud or saying how they gonna put it on Bud or knock Bud out or chasing Bud or showing up to his fights or chasing him on Twitter saying, hey, let's get this work in, let's do that? You notice you don't see nobody doing that? See, when you put it that way, it clears up a lot which you can't see. See, because if Bud ain't nothing special, then why isn't nobody jumping at the opportunity to beat this man who the world say is the best pound for pound fighter? Why is nobody eager to take that title from him? Why is there nobody eager to be looked at as the best fighter in boxing? That's because if you got to go through Bud, they're not interested. That's just the truth. It don't get no more clear than that. If Bud ain't nothing special, if Bud is this and Bud is that, why ain't nobody calling this man out? Why? And don't give me Boots Ennis or nothing like that. You know what I'm talking about. Somebody with significance. Because see, the thing about Boots is, Boots haven't done nothing for you to even give him credit for fighting or beating the Boots, and everybody knows that. So why anybody want to direct him that way makes no sense, because it leads towards a dead end. Because until Boots gets something up under his belt, then beating Boots is just beating Boots. Because he passed the eye test, but has it really been proven yet? No, it hasn't. But he looks good, no doubt. But that's what lets you know what's really what. He can't clout chase nobody because he's more decorated and more celebrated in the sport than both Jermell and Errol. And this is the thing. They don't even got Jermell on a pound for pound list, which I think is a crime. Don't get me wrong. But the real thing is, skip all this talking, all this Twitter talk. Y'all quick to jump on these live streams. Y'all quick, but ain't nobody quick to fight this man or sign a contract. That's something that I can see from way over here. So if it's really like that, if he's really nothing special, if he really that, go ahead and fight the man. Because from a casual standpoint, if Jermell did fight Terrence Bud Crawford, he would be the best name on his resume. Am I wrong? Is that not true? It is true. And then it's funny for somebody like Jermell to be saying that, because Jermell has fought a lot of good opponents, which most people would think he ain't fought nobody, because he really doesn't have any star-studded names like Errol Spence do. So unless you really know boxing, you could say this kid ain't fought nobody. His undisputed quest was easy. Just like people are saying about Terrence Bud Crawford. They actually got the same scenario going on. But Jermell has fought some good-ass fighters. But have they been big names or a bigger name than Crawford? No, they haven't. So why not take it? It's another big money fight. You already got undisputed under your belt. Why not? I'm just saying, this is just the stuff that I see. And, you know, if it's really like that, then go ahead and fight the man. But the fight that I really want to see is Charlo versus Terrence Bud Crawford. Errol Spence, let him go do whatever he wants to do so all his fans can stop crying. And I don't think Jermell will duck like Errol did. So it's more of a chance of that fight happening than Errol anyway. But that's just my opinion. Like, comment, subscribe. Bruce Vader, I'm out.